What's up, YouTube? So today's topic, I'm gonna talk about just the importance of enjoying life and like one of the reasons why you should enjoy life and just how amazing life is and just like just not taking life too personal, not beating yourself up too much, not being down on yourself too much. Like just um being very like having a lot of gratitude when it comes to life, right? Just looking at the good sides of life, looking at like just the pros of life, right? Everything life has to offer. Not letting life bring you down, not letting life just turn you into a bitter person, right? So this video is more so talking about like reasons why I personally enjoy life so much and how you could enjoy life. So one of the reasons why I enjoy life so much, why life is just so amazing, is because just it's just like there's the fact that you have the opportunity, right, to make your life a lot better. Meaning, like, it doesn't matter how much money you have, like where you are, what you have, what you don't have. It doesn't matter like how bad your situations or your circumstances may seem. At the end of the day, and I know you guys hear this a lot, just the fact that you're still alive, you're still breathing, you still have you still have self awareness, you still have a conscience, like your blood is still circulating, your body's still functioning. That in itself means you still have a purpose and that you're meant for great things in life. Everybody in this earth has a huge purpose in life. We're all meant to do great things. And when you're still here, no matter how low you're feeling, no matter how sad you're feeling, you still have a very special purpose in life. And and if you're like hitting rock bottom or if you're not where you are supposed to be in your life, then I feel like that could be one of the best feelings. That could be one of the best things because there's a saying, when you hit rock bottom, there's nowhere to go but up, right? So it makes sense that like when you're in rock bottom, when you hit the lowest of the lowest, like all you could do is do nothing but put your foot down and just grind and just to work hard. And once you get there, once you reach that success, you're gonna turn more into of a like more wiser person, more of a stronger person. So let's say, for example, if you never experienced hitting rock bottom, you never experienced being at such a low point in life, right? But let's say you're able to build yourself from scratch all the way back up. Once you reach to the top, you're still gonna have that mindset of still making yourself stronger, still building yourself up even more because you know what it's like to hit rock bottom. You know what it's like to experience being at a low point. And that's one of the good things to look at it when you're. I know I'm all over the place, but um I'm just speaking. I'm speaking my mind. Um but yeah, just the fact that you experience what it's like to be low, to experience just not having the things you want out of life, and for you to do whatever it takes to get the things you want out of life to make yourself happy, to make your family happy, or to even anything to support your family, to support your loved ones, to support anyone, just to make yourself happy, right? As long as it, like, just the fact that you had those experiences and you had that mindset is gonna set you up apart from most people who haven't experienced the situations that you experience in life. But also, I feel like one of the reasons why you should really enjoy life is because, like, again, you have the opportunity to create such a great life for yourself. You have the opportunity to do whatever you want out of life. If you're feeling low or depressed, just know that like um, anything that you fear doing, anything that scares you the most, do those things. Let's say, for example, your biggest fear in life is public speaking, right? But let's just say you're lately you've been feeling depressed, you just feel introverted, you just don't want to be around people, you've just been isolated from people. Well, bam, now that's another opportunity to tackle. Like it's the fact that you have certain fears that really scares you, but you really want to do, such as public speaking. Why not do those things? Because if you constantly go after things that you fear the most, it's gonna make you have more engagement with life. It's gonna make you have more fun in living life. And I feel like that's one of obviously not the main things, but that's one of the things you gotta look at. Like when you're feeling low in life, when you just feel like life has nothing to offer, you feel like people just have nothing to offer to you. Just just sit back, just take a deep breath, and just kind of observe your life. Try to observe like the things that you really want out of life, the types of people you want, the types of uh, career you want, the type of hobbies you want, just anything that really excites you, or anything that really fears you, that forces you to get off your comfort zone. Do those things ASAP, and you don't have to be perfect from the jump. This is why you have the fear in the first place. This is why you're not even doing those things in the first place. But once you do that soul searching, once you figure out the things you want out of life, but yet it scares you, no matter how slow or no matter how much you failed or how hesitant or how much the struggle it is for you to pursue those things, just the fact that you're taking the proper steps, just the fact that you're even putting yourself out there and to even try those things, it's gonna make your life a lot better. And I'm telling you, you can have a lot more excitement when it comes to life. And that's how you gotta look at it when you're living life, you know? That's how you gotta look at it. Um, but also just the fact that when you're living life, right, and when you're feeling low, when you're feeling depressed, when you just feel, I trust me, I know that feeling. When you feel like just no one has nothing to offer you emotionally, or like um just life is so, you feel like life is so corrupted, or life is not fair, like life, it holds you back a lot. Life is just very like dull. It's just horrible. It's just very shitty, right? It's very evil. Along with the people you're dealing with, you just feel like people or family, they just don't understand you. They don't they don't get you, or they're not showing you or giving you the proper love that you're looking for. Just it seems like the whole world is just so out of place, and that like you want nothing to do with it, right? Just don't even like be discouraged, or don't even trip about it, because just the fact that you feel those things, just the fact that you have those thoughts, right? That in itself clearly means that you have a very, very special purpose in life. It means that you're very unique, and that you're meant to do great things, and you're meant to be the change that the world has been waiting for. Usually when you're so disgusted with life, you're so disgusted with, it could be the people, or like most people, if you're disgusted with like how the money system is, how the corrupt world is, how people are, how violent this world is, how there's so much confusion, corruption this world is, or it could be anything. It doesn't have to be just that. It could be like with a certain job you're at, or with a certain workplace, or with certain family members you're at. For some reason, if you feel like there's something needs to be changed and that you just don't like what you see, then that in itself clearly means that you have a very strong purpose, and you're meant to make those changes ASAP, and you're meant to make very great, unique changes. Like, you are the type of person where the world has been waiting for, people have been waiting for. You are the change that this world and people have been waiting for. And I feel like when most people are depressed, when most people are like feeling down and out, when most people have no interest in life, more so is not because it's their lack of interest in life. It's more so like they just don't know their calling. Everyone has a calling. It's more so they can't put two and two together. Again, when you're feeling down, when you're feeling low, when you're feeling depressed with this life, with this world, and more than likely you're meant to do something extremely different, extremely unique in a good way, that's meant to change the world and to change people for long periods of time. That's pretty much one of the reasons why you're feeling so depressed or sad in life, you know? Um, and it can be experiences too, like if you're constantly experiencing like just bullies, just people just abusing you, people attacking you, this and that, don't even take it personal, because one is spiritual warfare, so it's not even your fault. It's entities. It's like it's spiritual warfare. It's not your fault. Also, you're just dealing with shitty people, and it's not your fault at all. You're just being exposed to shitty people. You're being exposed to like this shitty world, right? And when that happens, that means just the fact that shit like this happens. Yes, it sucks. Yes, it sucks the fact that you're around toxic people, you're around just very corrupt situations, very corrupt workplaces, very corrupt just people, right? Um, just the fact that you're exposed to those things, I feel like that could be a blessing. Not a blessing where you're being harmed, but a blessing in a way where like it can really expand your mind, because just the fact that you've been exposed to like people just bullying you, people just name calling you, people just assaulting you and shit, and insulting you as well. Just the fact that you experience all those things, now that in itself, it gives you the awareness to the point where one, you don't want to be like those people. Two, clearly these people are crazy, and what can you do to make the change? So like like obviously you don't like these people, you don't like these situations, right? So clearly you want to be the change that this world needs, right? So you pretty much become the opposite of these people. You instead of being mean, narcissistic, fucking evil, right? You're the opposite. Instead, you're helpful, you're ambitious, you're hardworking, you like to help people, you're very kind, you're very loving, and you're very goal oriented, and you want to see changes made in this world for the betterment of for yourself and for humanity, right? And that's how you got to look at it when you're like constantly like just around situations that you don't feel accustomed to, or like you're just around situations where like you just feel like you don't fit in, or like you just don't really like, clearly just well, first off, if you're experiencing situations like that where you feel like you don't fit in, then what you could do is like you could observe these situations and ask yourself, okay, what are these situations, what are these types of people are trying to teach me? Yes, I'm around shitty people, yes, I'm around shitty work environments. I'm experiencing shitty situations in life, right? I'm experiencing very unfortunate situations in life, right? You always ask yourself, what is this meant to? What was this experience trying to teach me, and what can I do to overcome these types of situations, and how can I learn from these situations, and then how these situations can make me turn into a better, more evolved person, right? Now, I know it's easier said than done because it's life. Life is rough. We all got to experience some bullshit. We're all humans, so we're all gonna blow up. We're all gonna be extremely mad. We're gonna be extremely pissed, or like we're just gonna do things that we feel like we didn't handle these situations to the best of our ability, right? But and it's normal because we're all human. But just more so, try to look at these situations from the things I just said, from these perspectives, and I'm telling you, it's gonna make your life a lot better, and like, and it's gonna change your life pretty much. But just know that if you feel like life has nothing to offer to you, or like seems so boring and dull, just know that you're not alone, and just know that like a lot of people, including myself and other people as well, we know what you're feeling, and that you have people like me and other people that you can always reach out to, or like just you can always, there's always people that always love you. There are always people that will understand you. You just got to look for these people, and you can't find these people. They are there. So just know that if you're going through like situations or things to where like you just feel like no one understands you, or like no one just gets you, just know that like again, you're not alone, and that like we're in this together, and like you do have people that do care about you. You have people that do love you and respect you. And just don't ever feel like you're alone. It could be any situation in life, to be honest. It could be any situation in life. Don't ever feel like you're alone. Don't ever feel like you're going through this alone. Just know that you're a very stronger person, and just know that like no matter what, like you will always be understood, and people will always understand you. Just I know if you're around people, or if you're around situations in life where you just feel very misunderstood, or you just feel like people don't understand you, or you just feel like you just don't fit in, or you feel very odd, just know that again, you're not alone, and there are people who understand you. There are people who get you. You know, just never think you're alone. Any battles you're facing, any like inner battles or inner conflict you're facing within yourself, just know that like you should never go through this alone. Always seek out help. Seek out help, people you trust the most, and don't hesitate. Don't ever hesitate because people do care about you. You just always got to ask. It doesn't hurt to ask for help. I know it's kind of discouraging, it's kind of embarrassing, or like it's kind of like scary to ask for help, but just know that you do have people that are willing to help you. You do have people that do love you, right? So, but yeah, but also, that's one of the things to look at. So like if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling low in life, then just the fact that you even feel those feelings, that shows that you're very unique, and that shows that like you have a stronger purpose in life, because just the fact that life doesn't satisfy you like that, people don't satisfy you like that, just school, just give me anything that doesn't satisfy you like that, and you're feeling very discouraged, or you're feeling very depressed or sad or mad or low, that in itself is a good sign that, well, it is a good sign, but it's a guarantee that it's a clear indicator that you're meant to do great things. You're meant to be the change this world and people have been waiting for, and that in itself is a huge purpose. But, just know that you're not alone, and sorry about that. Just know that you're not alone, and you're meant for great things in life, right? But also, I think life is so amazing. I know I'm repeating myself a lot. I'm sorry, but I feel like I had to get that across. But I feel like life is amazing, man. Life really is amazing. There are times where like I feel pessimistic about. I mean, yeah, there are times where I feel pessimistic about life, but lately I've been feeling optimistic about life. But even at times I feel down now, this and that. I still love life. I mean, I love enjoy life because in life you have the opportunity to like meet new people. You have the opportunity to make a lot of money. You have the opportunity to travel around the world. Anything you desire out of life, just the fact that you're still alive, it doesn't matter what age you are, you still have the opportunity to make these things happen, you know? Especially, I feel like in the timeline we're in the information age we're in, I feel like it's very interesting because, at least if you have a I'm talking to people who more so who has a smartphone, who have access to a smartphone, who has access to a laptop, right? Or to any electronics, right? In this timeline, and people said this too, we should be very like lucky and blessed to live in this timeline. Yes, there are corruptions. Yes, there are bullshit that we got to experience. There are a lot of evil, dark shit that's taking place within like the government systems or just this world in general. It's been going on even back then in past centuries. It's always been going on. So there is nothing different when it comes to this timeline. But in this timeline, like I feel like we should be very lucky and blessed because we have access to the internet. You can meet so many like-minded people through the internet. You could gather so much information through the internet. Like me, I'm literally taking free college classes online through the internet. I'm learning about biology. I'm learning about math. I'm learning about like just a different language. I'm learning how to speak Spanish. I'm learning how to speak French. I could access all of those through the internet for free. Back then, people had to pay like thousands of dollars, hundreds of dollars just to have these access to these courses. And even they do have the money, it's still rare to access these courses without you going to school. Versus now, you could like learn anything through your fingertips. You can learn how to paint. You can learn how to draw. You can learn how to drive a car. You can learn about finances. YouTube and the internet is the new school. It's the new free university. You're pretty much getting your education every day. When if you have a smartphone, if you have access to a laptop or computer, every single day, just the fact that you have that, you have access to free education. You have access to free knowledge. So this is why the information age we're in, the social media, the electronics is very important. It's a blessing pretty much. It's just how you use it. A lot of people aren't utilizing social media. They're not using the internet the right way. And I have made previous videos about this, where like, with social media, with like just the internet in general, right? Um, it's a blessing, but it can also be a curse because like it depends how you use it. You can use it in a bad way, or you can use it in a good way. Me, I'm guilty of using it in a bad way, but I'm also using it in a good way as well. I'm trying to break these bad habits. But like I said, through the internet, you could learn math. Me, I'm not. I've never been good at math, but it's the older I'm getting, the more like I'm introduced to the information age. Math is becoming extremely easy, and I can have access. I can learn about algebra. I can learn about geometry. I could be one of the greatest human beings to ever know about math at any given moment. Just the fact that I have access to an iPhone, just the fact that I have access to a laptop. You know how easier for me it is to even have a degree now these days? You know how easier it is for people, not me, but me and people in general, to pass their high school classes, to pass their college classes, all because they have access to YouTube, they have access to the internet, they have access to their smartphone. You can literally learn about all these school subjects through your phone, through your laptop. And that's an example. It doesn't have to be school subjects. It could be like, again, learn how to drive, learn how to do your taxes, learn about money, learn about credit, learning about how to even build a house, learning how to cut your hair, learning how to start your own business. A lot of kids my age and younger, they're starting their online businesses. You have adults making billions, and not billions, but yeah, billions, thousands, even like millions of dollars. Kids out of high school making like millions of dollars. You know, people are becoming famous. People are becoming rich, all because of the internet. You know, you can start your own business through there. You can become famous through the internet. You know, through social media, through YouTube. You know, you can have your own channel. Me, I pretty much have my own business. I have my own platform. You know, I I can easily be well known by people just because I'm putting myself out there through YouTube, right? It's insane, right? And that's one of the things why I love life because one, there's so many opportunities than there was ever before. Two, no matter where you are at life, you can always build yourself back up. Three, no matter what, you can always make a change to better yourself and to better other people. And you always have the opportunity to make this world a better place. Yes, this world may be shitty, this world may be corrupted, the money systems, people, but just the fact that you're still alive, you're still here, you still have that awareness to the point, you still have that intelligence, that self awareness to the point where like people are evil, or not people, but like most people are like narcissistic or the corruptions of this world. You can spot these things out. Then do whatever it takes to make this world a better place. Be a kinder person. Be a nicer person. Be a more helpful person. Try to use your talents and your gifts to make this world a better place. You can help yourself and you can help other people out. And that's one of the great things about life. And whenever you wake up, there's always an opportunity to change your life. There's always an opportunity to make your life a lot better. And that's how you gotta look at it. But when you're hitting rock bottom, when you don't have access to certain materials, certain like money, or like you've never had a car growing up, or even love, if you're lacking love, if you lack that family structure, like let's say you never had a loving family growing up, or like you never had like or you're born into poverty. It could be any example, it could be any situation to where you're lacking, right? To where like where you're born into poverty or just rock bottom, right? One of the great things about life is this fact that once you hit rock bottom, there's nowhere to go but up, right? So, just- and that's true. And when you're constantly putting your head down, busting your ass off, and keep working, it's a slow process, but you keep moving up, and eventually, bam, you're setting yourself up for success because you know what it's like to hit rock bottom. You know what it's like to experience a lot of lack and emptiness, right? And that in itself will give the average person so much motivation, so much drive, and so much will toughen that person up. It'll give that person tough skin. It'll give that person and make that person a lot stronger. And that can really set yourself up for success because you know what it's like not to have love in your family. You know what it's like not to have enough money. You know what it's like to be born into poverty. You know what it's like to always be single, or like you know what it's like to be unknown or like not well known, and now you're working yourself up to become famous. It's shit like that where like I feel like the more you experience being rock bottom or lacking certain things you really want out of life, the more you work your way through so you can have the things you really want out of life that you're lacking, it can really set you up and skyrocket you to success, like big time. Versus the average person who never experienced being at rock bottom, versus the average person who never experienced the things that you had to experience. And that's one of the things you have to look at when you're rock bottom. So don't even feel bad about yourself. Don't even trip because just know that like you pretty much have the edge. You pretty much have the advantage over the other person. It may look like people who aren't born into rock bottom versus you have an advantage, but you do, trust me, because you have the willpower, you have the drive, you have the intelligence, you have the wisdom, and you have the experience that you know what it's like to not have the things that you really want, and you hate that feeling so much. And you can have a lot of drive, and more importantly, you can have a lot more energy to the point versus the average person. So now you can do whatever it is with pretty much you have a lot of willpower, you have a lot of energy to where like you could do whatever the fuck you want and no one can stop you versus the average person who was born with things that are who was born with things that are handed to them, and they pretty much don't have the energy or the drive because they don't know what it's like not to have things, right? This is why like when you hit a rock bottom, when you finally reach the top, just keep going because more than likely if you reach the top, you're not gonna stop. People who were born rock bottom, people who were born into poverty, or people who were born that were born with stuff they were lacking, they're not going to stop. They're going to keep on going because they know what it's like to hit rock bottom, and they have a lot of like experiences. They have a lot of like wisdom. They know what it's like. And I feel like when you're rock bottom, I feel like one, you're meant for great things. Just the fact that you even in rock bottom, but two, and again, you don't even have to be born there. It could be like life is just throwing you off your track, or just life constantly knocking you down, right? That's how you got to look at it. If you know what it's like to constantly fail, it's going to give you that motivation and that drive to succeed eventually, right? It could be through sports, through money, through dating, it can be through anything, and that's how you gotta look at it, right? But yeah, and this is life, man. Just that's one of the cool things about life. It's like you can always build yourself up from scratch, no matter what. It's easier said than done, but just know that like don't ever give up on your dreams. Just know that it is possible that you are capable of achieving success. You are capable of doing the things that you really love out of life. You are capable of just living your dream life, you know? And if you believe in God or if you believe in a higher power or if you believe in anything that's religious or that's into spirituality, whatever belief system you have, dive deep into it and keep having faith and just know that like no obstacles, no no situations where life is thrown at you will ever like knock you off your path. Just know that just the fact that you're still alive, you still have purpose, and that you still have the opportunity to experience a great life and to create a great life for yourself. Um, you're still meant for great things. Every single human being is unique and they're meant for great things. Don't ever let people or life discourage you like that. You know, just keep us in yourself. I believe in you. People believe in you, and God believes in you. And just know that whatever situation or experience you're going through, you're not alone. You know, and just keep building yourself back up. And again, when you're constantly hitting rock bottom, don't even take it personal. Don't even take life personal because when you constantly rock bottom, again, you're gonna have the driving force. You're gonna have the motivation. You're gonna have the knowledge and wisdom to know how to pick yourself back up. You're just gonna become a much stronger person. But don't take life personal as well too, because the average human lifespan is what, like 99 to 100, or like 80 to 100. That's the average human being lifespan. So don't even take life personal. Yes, take life serious. I repeat, take life serious. You should take life serious, but don't take it personal. Like, don't even like let life like don't let life have control over you like that, because don't forget, all this is just a temporary experience. So why not live your life to your fullest, have fun, work harder for your dreams, get off your comfort zone, do what makes you happy, whatever that you're scared of, face those things head on, and and just fucking just prove yourself, just prove yourself that you can do whatever it is you put your mind to, and live a fulfilling life that you live in. Don't give a fuck what other people say. I know it's easier said than done, but just at the end of the day, it's you. You know, it's you. You know your greatness. You know your purpose. Do what you got to do. You know, and again, if you feel like life is shitty or just feel like life is bullshit, just know that life is temporary. So don't even take it personal, right? Don't even take it personal. Take life serious, but don't take life personal, because 80 to 100 years, that's not a lot. And life goes by extremely fast. So again, just do the things you love, do the things that make you happy. As long as you're not harming yourself, as long as you're not harming anyone, then you're good, you know? And just know that don't ever give up. And just the fact that you're not reaching the things you want, like just the fact that you're not reaching your expectations, don't be trip about it, because there's a saying, aim for the moon, but even if you miss, you still land on the stars, which means that always strive to be great, but just know that if you feel like you never reached your specific destination, just the fact that you had that work ethic, just the fact that you had that wisdom, you know what it's like to work hard, you know what it's like to have that wisdom to build your skills up, to you're just creating a lot of opportunities and doorways for yourself. So just because you didn't make a specific plan that you set yourself up for, just know that there's a billion opportunities that you pretty much created for yourself. Just the fact that you're willing to get off your comfort zone, and more than likely, once you look for these opportunities, not 10 times out of no, 10 times out of 10, it's gonna be better than you even imagined that you were expecting. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it is too. You know, and just know, and life is not gonna like fuck you over like that. Life, the universe, God, life, they see that you're working hard. They see that you're following your heart and your desires, you know? So don't take life personal, but take it serious. And just know that you're meant for greatness and you're meant to do great things, and you are worthy, you are loved, and you're meant to do great things. I believe in you, and just know that you're not alone. And always enjoy life. Always have gratitude, because people always have it worse, you know. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. Have a good one. Peace.